You guys might be wondering, why am I shooting in this angle? And today's a good day. So yesterday, or well, I guess yesterday was a good day. I received the Insta360 camera. It only took a week to get here, which is actually pretty good from the day I ordered, which was a holiday anyways. So it shipped pretty quickly, especially considering the day I ordered it was a holiday and it was shipped from outside of the country. So in any case, I have the camera here. I wanted to open it on video, I guess, for the channel, and I'll probably maybe cut parts out to make it faster or speed it up or something. But I got the camera yesterday, wanted to record, so I never opened it, and I'm pretty excited about it. I do have plans for the camera. If people would like for me to get another thing where I could, like the brackets or whatever the hell it's called, to attach the camera to the trunk of my car, I would be more than open to doing that. I didn't get that because I was like, people specifically asked me for POVs or those type of videos, and I assumed that they meant something that would be recorded in the cabin essentially, and you would basically get to see me in the cabin, and you would also get to see what I see through the windshield. So I didn't get anything for the trunk of the car, but I did get suction cups or whatever, so I could put the camera on the windshield so you could see the view that I assume everybody wanted to see. But here is an invisible selfie stick, so I can record from that angle as well. This was actually thrown in for free, and I actually saved a decent amount of money when I got it, because I think I ended up saving like over like 70 bucks, and I got the selfie stick for free. But yeah, so this is the suction cup for the windshield, which I'll need to figure out. I actually want to go grab lunch right now, so maybe if possible I would like to record the next part of this video on this other camera. But we'll just see. I will be taking the Lambo out. They do have a bunch of stuff inside the box apparently, according to this long list, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, the quality seems legit. Obviously people use it. I know YouTubers have it advertised it on their page. I don't know how many of them actually use it, because I know it was on Stradvan's page, it was also on DDE's page, and they were all advertising it, but I don't know if I've ever seen any of them use it outside of the video in which they were advertising the product. But this is what it looks like. It has a decent weight to it actually. I think I need to take the plastic off. So I'll probably speed up certain parts of this video and leave other parts. This is oddly satisfying. It's kind of like when you get one of those Apple products, and you know, growing up you'd have the iPod and stuff. I don't know much about cameras, but it looks like this is the battery for it. It said to make sure, it says pull out the battery first to insert micro SD card that meets the standards. Okay, so we'll figure all that out, I guess. I never had a camera, anything like this. I don't even know what the hell this is. Is it supposed to just dangle from your pocket or something? Oh, it's the, okay. It's like an output. I might end up cutting a lot of this out because it's probably going to get lengthy, especially if I'm trying to figure out how all this shit works for the first time, and never having an official camera. This is the first camera I've ever bought, since I've always recorded on my phone. I don't know why this is not closing now, so that's probably not a good sign. Okay, there he goes after struggling with it for a while. Got this little accessory box which should have the SD card and everything in it. Not very good at tech, so I'm probably not the best person to do this, but you know, here we are. Gotta get it done. Got some cool stickers. You know, I might make this a very short vlog just of this unboxing. I'm not even sure, because it is getting a little lengthier than I thought it would be. So I guess this is a little holder thing for when you're not using it, maybe some sort of pouch. Yeah, so it's a protective pouch when you're not using it. Instructions, which probably won't even read. What is this? It looks like a microfiber cloth of some sort, maybe. All right, this is not even listed on here, so I'm not even sure, but it feels like a cloth. Okay, it's a nice little cloth. I've got another little guide. Trying to move as quickly as possible just so this video's not that long. I wish it was a movie, but I'm not that famous, or famous at all actually. So I got this. I don't know, does this not even come with an SD card? Okay, I just realized that this doesn't even come with an SD card. Back on my phone, as you guys saw, things did not work out. It's perfect day to get lunch, and what better car to get lunch in, so I will be taking this out for sort of a late lunch. Then it's this 360 camera. As you guys realized or noticed, there was no SD with it, and you would assume that if you're spending that much money, you would get an SD card for the camera and you'd be able to use the camera out of the box right away. Fortunately not, so I was a bit surprised by that. So I do need to get an SD card, and then I'll be shooting the first video probably early next week. As I explained on TikTok, I will be most likely taking the car to high school, since I think we get good reactions there, and I feel like that's where the journey actually started. That's when I started, you know, I was putting in work before then in terms of school, but high school is where things actually start to count, your GPA, you know, getting into college and stuff. And since I use a more traditional route to get to my Lambo, becoming a lawyer and all, you know, I think this would be a good place to start. On the way home, almost home actually, and I had an interesting run-in with the police. I really wish I had the Insta360 camera working and I had the SD card and everything, because today was an interesting drive. Something interesting always happens, but I feel like today was maybe a little more interesting than usual. So as I mentioned, obviously had the person at that intersection tell me to rev the car or whatever, and then on the way back home, and you know, there's people looking and stuff obviously, but you know, like a lot of people don't say anything. But I passed by one of the high schools, not the one I went to, but a different one. There's a couple schools near each other, and I just happened to pass by, and there's a stop sign pretty much right by the school. And so I stopped, and obviously all these teenagers are going home and whatnot, and there's a handful at the stop sign, and they're telling me to rev it. And you know, obviously I'm going to rev it for the, you know, the people that ask and stuff, but obviously I'm not just going around revving the car and all that. And yeah, so I rev it, and you know, they're cheering me on and whatnot, and I take off from the stop sign so they could like hear it take off. But what happened was, this is a two-way street, one lane going each way, and I gas it off the stop sign, just, you know, just for their entertainment. And there happens to be a police officer in the lane oncoming, and you know, he's probably like the third or fourth car up to the stop sign, and he flashes his lights, and I'm like, oh damn, it might just go down. I'm not really sure if he's warning me, but you know, I felt like in the moment I thought he was going to pull me over. He was probably going to get enough space in front of him and the car in front of him, and basically do an illegal U-turn on this two-way street to stop me. And fortunately I passed by, and I'm like, okay, I'll see if he wants me to pull over or not. And he turned off his lights as soon as I passed by, and you know, did not turn on the sirens or anything, and that was that. So fortunately nothing happened, but obviously anything could have happened. So you know, it's just great news, because I really don't need that in my life. And obviously it's not like I was doing anything crazy. it was very much safe to do where I was. It's not like a car was in front of me and I'm over here like gassing it or anything like that. And obviously I only did it because those teenagers wanted to hear it. So cool moment, I guess. Fortunately, nothing bad happened. I wish all of it was caught on Insta360 because that would have been really cool. But you know, I do need to sort out the SD card situation sometime, maybe tonight when I get the opportunity to. And I also noticed that a good phone placement is actually right above my buttons, like the switches. My phone holds up pretty well. I've been using it this entire drive, obviously, which is why the angle is the way it is, and it hasn't fallen. It hasn't even been close to falling. So, you know, obviously the Insta360 will be better because I can change angles and stuff, but this actually wouldn't have been a bad idea for me to just use my phone and just prop it up on the switches and record videos that way. But you know, it is what it is. Obviously we're going for the highest quality possible, and that clearly will be the Insta360 cam.